JB, aka the King of Soul, and today we got some Jordan 12s to look at. The Air Jordan 12 Retro. Now this is the Taxi 2025 colorway. Before we get into the review, do me a favor, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. If you do dig the content, also hit that share button. These videos that we do on this channel are strictly for review purposes, so if you do happen to have any questions or comments, definitely feel free to drop those down below. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the review. So this sneaker does come in this all brown kind of cardboard box, if you will. Now smack dead up top, you will notice the black Nike swoosh there. If you do 360 around the box, now you will see over on this side, they do have a hit of black here with some text. The box lid of the sneaker does have like this hit of orange, and of course you do have some Nike branding. Over on this side, you do have this black text here. It does say "Just Do It." That's one of Nike's slogans. The bottom portion of the box just has like this hit of black. The bottom portion of the box here just have like, you know, this brown cardboard appeal, but they did give us like, you know, some Nike and copyright information over here on this side in black. Other than that, nothing else there to notate. So for those that do care about that, there you go. Now the box label on the sneaker does read Air Jordan 12 Retro. The colorway says white, black, and then taxi. Now when you do open the box, and it is a swing box lid situation, now up underneath, nothing too much here. You just have the hit of the brown cardboard. The sneaker did come double wrapped. Now you do have like this kind of peach, kind of off-white kind of light color here for this wax paper here. Beyond that, there is like another white wax paper here up underneath, and then you are met with the actual sneaker itself. Now this is one of the Air Jordan 12 itself happens to be like, you know, one of the most popular silhouettes that Jordan brand has to offer. Inside the box, you do have like your green and white sticker there, so that's pretty much it for the packaging. But this colorway right here on the Air Jordan 12, definitely in my opinion, I do feel like it is my favorite, and I would actually probably put like that bread colorway behind these here. But it just had like, you know, an iconic design. Now Michael Jordan did wear these quite a few times during like, you know, his time with the Chicago Bulls, and it was featured on like, you know, a lot of hit TV shows. I actually remember like there was an episode of Martin where he actually had a pair on his feet, and he actually ended up giving it to like, you know, a kid in need. If y'all remember that episode, chime in down in the comments. But yeah, man, excellent sneaker, excellent colorway. I'm definitely glad that they did spin back and give this one to us, because it has been retroed a few times, but they have not spent this one back, and I would say about maybe 8 to 10 years. I definitely got to go and look and do the research, but it's been some quite some time. So glad again that they definitely decided to retro this one, but not gonna take too long on the review. But let's go ahead and just jump right into it. And again, this is the Air Jordan 12 Retro, and this is that Taxi 2025 colorway. So we're gonna take a look at the right sneaker like we always do. Now for first observation, the sneaker does look like what you would expect from like any other Air Jordan 12. Now again, for the most part, the entire upper portion of the sneaker, you do have like this hit of leather. For the most part, you do have like, you know, it is all white over on this side, and they do have like, you know, some white stitching here, this black shroud here. It does have like, you know, some black stitching going along the border here. Now the black leather here, it does have like what does appear to be like, you know, with some like, you know, some reptilian sort of light print. They do have more of that reptilian print going along the midsole here. The bottom portion has that hit of rubber there in all black, and they did give us this black tab over here, and if you look closely, it does say Jumpman there. And that's pretty much it for the lateral side. Now switching gears, going to the front toe box area of the sneaker. Now you are met with more of this white leather here with the white stitching. Of course, you can see more of that black shroud over on this side, and of course there is like more black here. Now the sneaker itself, it did come pre-laced. Now they did give us these white kind of rope laces here. The tongue of the sneaker is composed of all leather going throughout the entire tongue. Now they do over on the side, they did give us like this hit of this white nylon mesh material here, but if you look closely on the tongue, up top, first and foremost, They did go ahead and give us that Jordan Jumpman logo there, and it is stitched in. But also, if you look going horizontal, floor and downward, you do kind of have like this text that says 2, 3, which is supposed to be like, you know, number 23 for Jordan, Michael Jordan's jersey number. The back of the tongue, they did give us this hit of black, and then you do have the size label there on the back of the tongue there. The inside of the sneaker on the insole, I'm not going to pull it out, but it is all black there, but they did give us the red Jordan Jumpman logo. The medial side of the sneaker, you do have more of that hit of black going along the bottom portion here, and of course you do have the hit of black going across the outsole and midsole. More of the white here with the white stitching, and of course you do have your gold tabs up top, and that's pretty much it for the medial side. Now going towards the rear, now they did give us this black kind of like, you know, pull tab here. Now this is like, you know, in some mesh material, but if you look closely up top, it does have like that hit of gold there with the red Jordan Jumpman logo. Going towards the bottom, they did give us that hit of black, and you do have the red number 23, and that's pretty much it there. The bottom portion of the sneaker, pretty standard Air Jordan 12 traction, so you do have rubber going throughout the entire outsole here in black. They did give us these black traction pods here, and it does have like, you know, some herringbone traction, which is popular, like, you know, with most Jordan releases. And then they did give us like this hit of like carbon fiber here with this hit of like yellow and black here. It's kind of like a yellow kind of orange color, and they did make that consistent with this tab up here up top, and the tab right there, it does have the number 23, and then up top here on the toe, you do have that red Jordan Jumpman logo. The left sneaker, pretty consistent with the right. Everything on this one is the same. It didn't swap out anything over on this one. It did keep it consistent. But that's pretty much it on this one. Now, if I were to rate this sneaker, I would definitely give this one a solid 10 out of 10. This is definitely one of my favorite retros. Again, I'm definitely glad that they did bring this one back. As far as like, you know, comfort and sizing, now to me, I do feel like on feet, Air Jordan 12s, they do fit a little bulky, but like this pair to me, it did seem that it was like, you know, kind of roomy. So I don't really foresee a reason for you to want to go up a half size on this one at all. Like, stick true to size, and that's pretty much it. But I definitely want to take time to shout out the vendor who actually gifted the sneaker to review on the channel for you guys. And I do encourage you to stay engaged like always, because I can be reached on all social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, even here on YouTube. Everything is at the King of Soul. But before we go, I'm gonna hit you guys with a 360 and a B-roll like I always do. But there you go, Air Jordan 12 Retro. And again, this is that Taxi 2025 colorway. So there's the front of the sneaker, lateral side of the right, lateral side of the left. There's the bottom portion of the sneaker. There's the medial side. And then there's the rear. And that's it. But I definitely thank you guys for taking the time to tune in like always. But until next time, see you later.